Welcome to part 10 of the Caliph of Cordoban campaign for Total War Attila on the Age of Charlemagne campaign. Now, in the last part, we gained a new faction leader. His name is Issam here, and he's only 30, so I think hopefully he's going to go a long way. But we've also now adopted Hissam in the last turn from here, which is increased my power a bit, which has got rid of that -1 loyalty. So we've kind of pulled that around, but we're going to need to work on building up the power a little bit quickly. Hopefully he will gain influence, and we've stabled that because our heir at the moment is Hissam's half brother, because I think this guy's a bastard, so he's a half brother of Hissam, so the heir is actually a half brother. I don't particularly want to make this guy the heir at the moment, but because he's 25, so maybe later on, if he gains some power in Toledo, comes together. I mean, just have a quick look. He's Bilbius, so it's not bad. I don't know what this guy's like. I mean, they're all governors, but yeah, procrastinator, -1 zeal, but I don't think that's a problem. So at the moment, I'm quite happy just to roll with the blows. Is the way to say it, I suppose. We've got this guy here. He's a General Hissan, and Welcome, but this is really a governor position. So I don't think loyalty +1. Maybe we'll push him in there if anything goes there. Now, from the military perspective, we've kind of pushed up here. We've stabilised this area here, and we now need to we've got these idiots here from the Barcelona who we took Avaris, and they've now come back to take it back. And I think what we're going to do is get rid of them.
Wipe them out!
Because they're just being a nuisance. So, and we got these. I think this is the Duchy of Brittany. We won't take on troops. We'll just kind of, and you can get back in there to stabilise this area. I mean, these guys raiding are going to be a pain in the neck. Now we've got this army here, and of course our next target is going to be the Duchy of Provence, and to that end I need to get this spy down here, get this spy moving over here, and of course over here I've got my spy doing reconnaissance. I think we're going to send him. Oops, he's going that way. I think we need to. Oh, enemy killed in battle. I think we're just keep you going up there. We've got the Duchy of Bohemia, but we can't trade with them because they're landlocked. And I just want to let's have a quick look at diplomacy. Duchy of Provence, we don't really want that. Gallic separatists. Venice is improving. They like us. Lombard, they're unfriendly, but I mean, I don't know if we can get any trade with them.
Speak.
So if we can get
the people will consider what I hear.
No. See if we can non-aggression. See if we can sweeten the deal a bit. Offer them, say, 1400. Nope. About trade agreement. Nope. The reason I'm trying to get them on board is that I want to fight the Provence, and I don't particularly want to get into an arse-kicking competition with these guys, because I don't really want to repeat what happened with my Abbas campaign, where I wanted to push up against the Franks and ended up fighting all the way down Italy around to wipe out the theme of Sicily. So, and the next thing I want to do militarily is I want to raise a small army here. I did have a think about this before I started, and think we'll reinstate this legacy. And this guy's, yeah, this guy's okay, because the rest of these are all administrators, so I think we're going to bring you back into the army, put you in Bordeaux. I think this is going to be a bit of a cheap army, I think. Because what I'm going to do is recruit this army, send it up here to hold this province. So it's going to be a little bit of a cheap army. So we're going to have 4 archers. I don't know, these guys aren't that expensive, because your maintenance costs is a bit lower. Don't like this Berber raiders, like cavalry. I think we're just going to drop in a couple of swordsmen just to reinforce this, and maybe one of these guys, and that's it. And then I think once he's moved up to here, we can top up the rest with spears from there, because they can be recruited. I'm gonna bring you down this way because I want you to come up to be part of a kind of attacking stroke defensive force. I'm gonna bring you up to here, and I think we're gonna make you into a second siege army, because I think I've got this army down here, which is, this is going to need some building up as well. So what's the recruitment like in, oh yeah, you've got loads of recruitment in here, so I'm going to bring you up to here. I'm not going to rush to war with Provence, I'm going to prepare for it, because these guys are going to be pretty tough. They're not going to be no pushover. I'm spending a lot of my money and going to get some spears into here. Probably get rid of one of you and bring in one of these Berber warriors, because I quite like the idea of them actually. I mean, they don't have any ammunition, but they've got more armour. I mean they're a lot more expensive. They've got defence against cavalry. I mean, I suppose truthfully that there's not, I mean, I've actually got a weaker, obviously these guys are actually stronger than, oh well, maybe I won't recruit them. So I've got an upgrade for art things. I suppose the big difference here is the armour, and I mean these got good attacks, poor armour. These guys have got excellent armour, excellent spotting, so maybe we'll just have one of these guys in here. I'm kind of burning through the cash, and I really need to work on my economy. I don't think there's much I can do up here. That's being built up. Same rule as last time. Oops, this has been damaged, so we're going to need to repair this. Actually, I'm going to knock this down now. I think East Aquitania's, I keep doing this rather than the map. If you can see here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential provinces all the way round. So East Aquitania is going to be my, what we'll probably do is we'll get a, once we've finished with the siege engine, probably don't need the siege engine actually, but yeah, I don't think we need this siege engine, so that can go, because we've got a siege engine. Oh no, that's the thing that's giving the siege engine, sorry guys. I think eventually, once we've secured this area, the siege engine will go, and in here we'll have like a mint, some anti-corruption and some sanitation here, because we've got no sanitation at the moment because none of these provinces have sanitation buildings, which is something we're going to need to think about here. Got a villa there, and I think I've got a villa down here which I don't really need anymore. I'm sure there's a, is it Cordoba? Yep, so we can get rid of that villa there because we don't need anything here. Let's just check over here. Pardon me. This area's still struggling with. It's improved, and we've got. I think what I'm going to do here at the moment is bump this up, because this will give public order to these provinces around here and keep them stable. And we've got enough for some food as well in Lyon. Lyon's a little bit short of food, so I think this how's the fertility in Lyon. Not that good, but I think for the moment I think we're just going to have to take up that. It will give us a little bit of extra cash. 5 food. Well, 8 food I think. Is there anything I can do that's better? No. This gives me more cash. I think food wise for the moment, I think we can't afford to run out. I think we're going to build that. But if I can grow up, the thought process is that if I can grow out to these richer provinces, some of these poorer provinces, I will start to knock the farms down, because I will be getting more food from the richer provinces, especially if I can get across and take, I think it's Sicilia round here and Corsica. They've got some very rich provinces with lots of fertility. And I think that's something.
You have brought this on yourselves. Your people will curse your name when rivers run red with their blood.
Great. So we're at war with the Lombards. You chicken shit. Dead beats. I suppose this guy's going to come back and burn my settlement. Now this is going to give me a problem. Oh, we've got another one here. I think we're going to have to make getting rid of the Talief of Barcelona as quickly as possible. I think maybe if we could ambush that. Oh, well, those guys are pushing off, so that should stop the raiding. Maybe we can get rebellion in West Aquitaine, that goes without saying, but this army should be big enough to come up here and kick these guys' asses. And then they can carry on recruiting here. Just gonna auto-resolve that. No, you can recover because you won't be doing much.
At your command.
Right, and what we're going to do is
Come join our ranks. A noble cause requires noble men.
that should hold that area here. And it's the core of a reasonable army. Right,
Ready for orders.
what I'm going to do is bring you up to Rodriguez.
My lord.
Now, the question is, what am I going to do? Because the original plan was to
On the move.
attack Provence. Now, do I kind of go for
My work is
fight for Provence with Lombard behind? Let's actually just look at diplomacy, so maybe we can actually.
Your people's reputation goes before you. Find a welcome here and speak as you wish.
Right, so see if we can get military access. Nope. That's no good. Well, let's just see whether the Lombardy's being a bit of a plonker. Maybe they might want
Come
peace.
then,
Nope.
speak.
And we're also at war with Venice. Let's see if we can knock Venice out of the equation.
Greetings in the name of our Lord.
Oh, well, we can might be able to knock
Speak, but
actually
do not
get a little
deceive
bit of
with
cash out
pithy
of them as
rhetoric,
well.
false logic, or cloying pathos.
And no trade agreement now, bugger. Oh, we've got Venice out of the equation. And Lombard is at war with us and the Avars. And how are the Avars doing? I think the Avars are still doing pretty good, so my inclination is still to kind of just keep pushing you up here. See if we can find some friends up here.
That is all.
Should just keep you going that way. My inclination is still to
Ready for battle.
go to war with the
Ready for orders. At once. You have
Duchy of Provence, because I don't particularly want to.
my lord.
Right, so you've got there. I think we're get some more cavalry for this army, and I think we're. So you got melee defense, I think maybe we'll have a couple of these guys to form kind of a core of the front line to suck up any problems. Is probably the best way to describe it. So we've now got this army here holding this army. Got 4 armies here, which can go down. I think, yeah, we're going to go for Provence, get a bridgehead here, and then we can then maybe push on the Lombards. I don't like the idea of having to cross another territory. I mean, it would be a nice buffer if we had been able to get military access, but what do you think, guys? Am I being silly, stupid? That's right. So we've now got these provinces here. Attila has got a slot here. What can we have here? I think the sanitation's very, very good in this area, so we don't need to worry about sanitation. I think craftsman. I like the idea of a craftsman, because I think this Attila is not 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's got Cordoba here. It's got. Oh, I think get a craftsman in there. We got a second. I think we can double up here on this one. I think, and we'll put a craftsman and a goldsmith in, and that will affect these areas here. Got Beja here. Don't think Garab. You've only got 3 regions, so there's not much point in. But we can get a bit more cash out of this one. But we can have a trade city here. I think maybe we'll make this into a kind of a based on a trade city, some kind of function here. Probably could do with some more growth. House of food here. The food's brilliant. So that will give me an extra 10% from agriculture. I don't think this counts as agriculture, this is commerce. So I think we'll build up Cadiz, because it will also might perk up the garrison there. Not that we really need to defend.
It is an honor to serve you.
something tells me that I really need my navy up here, but at the same time I would like to get these guys. I think what we're going to do is see if we can sucker them in a bit. I'm going to pull the navy back that way and see whether these guys will come up and try and attack. Actually, I think we're going to build this navy up a bit, but not with expensive units. They're quite expensive. Maybe we'll get some more quite cheap units, I think. Oops, no. Just to build this navy up a bit, because the Lombards may decide that they want to come over and using navies. Got this assassin. Oh, good. Certainly going to get you in there, and I think what we're going to do is drop you in there to support the army. So you can now start training these guys up. I think you guys, you're still... I think what we're going to do is bring you across as a supplementary agent. I mean, I know he's gonna lose on his experience, but I think we're just gonna have to live with that. So it would have been nice if Lombards had actually declared war on Duchy of Provence, but I think we're just gonna have to go for it. Come on, guys. You really want to attack there. Hostile agent activity, success, courage descent, noble birth, Yala. So I think you're not that close. These guys are going to take attrition if they come across the... I think what we're going to do, it's going to be very, very underhand, but I think we've got no choice.
Is that all, my lord?
And
March!
we're going to trespass on this area, but we're going to keep all the armies together,
Command, my lord.
and then we're going to just smash straight into the Duchy of Provence. It's going to create the impression that we're going after Lombard, but we're just going to smash straight in. I know we're on their territory, but I think what I'm going to do is just move you behind Parma, and hopefully you will come up and think that you can take these on, because I think this Parma's got a reasonable garrison. Yep. So this is going to be a little bit of a gamble. Toulouse. How's the food in Toulouse? Brilliant. So right, let's keep the... Actually, what's my richest province, or richer provinces is probably the word. Toledo. Something tells me it would be... Well, we're still researching that, so I don't think we need to worry too much. Gascony is... Yep. Agent recruitment, that'd be nice, but I think we'll see if we can spend money on here. That gives more food in here. I think we'll go for that, just to improve the food in this area and give us some more stuff for trading. Toledo, which is... Yeah, very low on food. Growth. How's the sanitation here? Sanitation's really good. I think we're... just push that up. Anywhere else that's... I think Lyon's a bit low on food, but I think we'll be fixing that. Let's have a look at my problem child over here. You've got something to expand. I think we're going to expand you here. And we can't build anything. I don't want a mosque. I think we're just gonna go for an intern. And oh, forgot all about you, but you're quite happily coming up this way. I think we might do a mini steamroll, I think, against the Duchy of Provence. Just really hit them with all four armies. Come on guys. Oh, you're coming up that way. And here comes the ubiquitous agent. We'll object Duchy of Provence. Breach intolerance, success. Noble birth. Right. The first thing I think we're going to do is... These guys have gone a bit further over than I thought they would do, but I think we might be able to catch them. Because I think these guys have got a bit of movement range. Oh, and these guys have gone into the darkness. Oh, we got them. Good. Just get rid of these guys. And that should be the end of the Tarifa of Barcelona. Whew. Oh, just gonna kill the captives.
Ready for orders.
You can kind of get back because I don't want to aggravate the theme of Sicily. Preach intolerance, decisive victory. Yep. That has the bonus of these two stupid agents up here will disappear. Now, deep breath. This is where, oops, they clicked end turn by mistake. We're going
The
to
day's greetings to you.
declare
Speak,
war.
for you have my attention as the ear of the august people.
You've got no allies, so we're gonna quite literally
Ready for battle. March. Ready for further orders.
come in here.
None will escape.
Just gonna encircle for the
Besieging
moment.
settlement.
Just see how far these guys can move.
We fight for you, my lord.
I think it's gonna be, sorry, it's gonna be a bit of
Waiting
virtual
for
total
more
overkill,
orders.
guys, but I think this one we will auto
For honor
resolve
and great glory.
because I think we're gonna be quite
None will
literally
escape.
just gonna annihilate them, and we're gonna go in balanced. I must admit, I'm more very suspicious of protective on the auto resolve. Legend of Total War actually did a very good very good video on the the effects of the auto resolve, and saying that protective often, especially if your numbers, he's very much into the numbers of the actually.
Is there nothing more?
I think we're
I will call
see if we
forth
can start a fire
the
just
power
to
of the jinn.
really damage the city. And it's a failure, of course. So that what we're going to try and do now is just push. I think we're going to bring you back this way so we can see what's here. We've got another army there, and we've got a bit of cash to spend, but I think we're going to have to be a little bit conservative. Do I need... No, I'm going to knock that down actually. I don't think we're going to need a... more importantly, we're going to need a mosque there. So, got a bit more cash to spend. See what we can invest in Lyon. Lyon's good, so I think we can take the Weaver up in Lyon. Okay, Spanner. Don't really have anything to spend here, or we don't have much money, so there's no. I'm gonna hang on to that. So we got Marwan. You're an Iman. and I think we got the maximum chance of being wounded after failure, -20, where you're not going to be doing anything. So I think we're just going to come down here. Abdir al-Dana, a governor. I think we're kind of get you down here. General, got a general here. I think we're gonna come. Cunning campaign movement range would be good, but I think we'll go with cunning. That will get the cost of the army down. We've got strangers of the tide. Got moral +3, campaign movement range. Certainly going to go with that. Hull strength, naval commander, commerce loss of private -10. I think raiding income, that could be interesting. Experienced missile units. Let's actually try this. I mean, it might actually. I don't actually know what it's going to do, but right, we're going to go for an intern, and we'll see if the Duchy of Provence strikes back. I mean, they will. I mean, or maybe we're just going to overwhelm them, because we've got 4 armies against them, so. But I've got to try and make people. It's annoying having to fight the. It's almost like. How can you say? It's almost like. Oh, they're pulling back, which is okay, but at the same time annoying. It's almost like there's a mechanic built into this campaign that says if you really want to fight the Franks, where I thought these guys had an onager. Obviously they're not, so we're just gonna bring you up here, and
none will escape.
I'm not sure why this guy didn't get an onager. Is that a mistake on my part?
My lord.
I think we're going to bring you up here,
On the
and
move, my lord.
what we're actually going to do is,
Kill them all.
this is the capital. This. I mean, I haven't had a proper battle in here. I know it's going to be a bit of a silly battle, but I think I like to try and fight one battle in this part. And I know a lot of you guys will say, "Oh wow, it's stupid," and I'll probably take more casualties. But I think fighting simpler battles can be sometimes a good form of practice. I know, like, the real top good players like Air, and they've got lots and things, but I mean, I must admit, I still need to practice fighting battles and things and manoeuvring the troops. And I think if you're new to the game or new to playing Total War, I think fighting these simpler battles is, resisting the temptation to do the auto resolve and fighting these simple battles just gives you the experience of manoeuvring the troops on the battlefield, and without being under the pressure of you've got to win. And yeah, maybe you take a few more casualties than you should do, but I think you've got to fight the battles to gain the ability. And I think this is very much a personal opinion, to be honest. I mean, I think, see, they've got 4 towers there, 4 towers there, so I think we're coming this way. I mean, we're not going to need the second army. I'm not even too sure why I even bothered to bring it in. Just put you back here, and I think we're so if you're not like me, I mean, I'll be honest, I've never claimed to be the really good at battles and an expert fighter. I don't really know all the units, stats and all that and things, so I think we're probably just going with heavy shot. In general, and I think it's just fun. And I think it's also like when you start a new campaign, we're just gonna smash our way through, take out these towers. Yeah, I think when you start, and like especially when you start a new campaign, sometimes it pays just to fight a battle, get a feel for, you know, the movement of the troops, especially if it's something totally new, because even though the general principle's the same, of course we outnumber the enemy, the general principle remains the same. I mean, CA introduce, I've used the technique before, I'll aim at the wall just in front of the tower and see if the overshoot actually destroys the towers. It's the general principle of, you know, the controls and formations. Create selection group, create formation group. Right.
The enemy's gates have been destroyed.
I think we're now. You're now destroyed. Because I mean, there's one move. I mean, I'll just show it to you. I think it's. You can do this, and it's a movement that I don't actually use that much because it kind of sets a path. And to be honest, it's not that I don't know the command. It's just I just keep forgetting in the heat of battle. And it's a very good thing. It's like, I mean, we'll do it with the cavalry here. Like, I press shift and you can kind of do this type of movement, or like this. And you can actually, so rather than moving in a straight line, you can.
Good news.
I think we'll just smash a hole in the wall here, just for the fun of it. Sorry, guys. Maybe I shouldn't have fought this battle, but again, I think, like recording this battle, I think doing a relaxed battle like this, I can talk about things. Positioning and tactics, and because I'm not gritting my teeth thinking I've really got to win it, and actually I think both you guys can focus on that tower, I think just to see if you can get it down. Yeah, so and of course they miss. You guys can just pour fire into these.
The enemy has been spotted.
Yep, of course the enemy's been spotted. Yep.
We have destroyed the enemy tower.
I think we're now. I think you guys can just quite literally bombard these guys while they're. So yeah, so it is a question of, you know, kind of let's bring these guys forward, and maybe we're. And I think we'll just pour fire onto these guys, and I know I should have knocked a hole in the wall, but I think these guys are, I mean, they're going down, and maybe we're bring some more archers over, I think. And I think these guys can just move forward. I mean, they're my kind of shock troops who designed to take the casualties. I think the music's a bit loud actually on this part.
Our aim is
True. Go on, guys. I think you can just pour in the fire here. I think maybe one of you guys now can go on flaming shot and you can pour into these guys. I think we can now. I think we might send the swordsman in first because their only real sword unit is crumbling. And I think we guys can just. You can just stand there and take it. We'll just bring you guys back. I think, right guys, through the gate. Archers, concentrate on forces away from the gate. Come on guys, in you go. And maybe I'll get a chance to demonstrate that shift key. Just have a check for barricades. There's no barricades that side. There's a barricade there, so it looks like we're going around that way. And I think it's time for you guys to come up behind. And these guys are quite literally. You guys are killing my own troops, so you can stop. And you can withdraw, so you don't actually take any more casualties. I think this is going to be down to an infantry slog. I think you guys can start going this way. Actually, you can get up on the wall and kill these guys. It's quite good swordsman actually. I mean, it's not often. I know. I don't. It's not very often I actually zoom in on the battle. So again, it's an advantage of. And I think those guys are all beaten. So I think you guys can come in behind and just line up for the moment. I think you guys can. You've taken too much damage, so you can get out of it. So I don't particularly. So I think we'll just speed it up a bit. There's a kind of a. Not sure what you're going to be doing, guys, but I think you guys can. I don't know whether the shift move took. No, it doesn't really work in this area. I think you guys can. Well, I think two of you can just keep moving on. You can get in and take the tower. I'm going to be really, really annoyed if I've got to come all the way over here to get this stupid boat unit, but well, it's a bit of fun. I think, and that's what. To be honest, I think that's what playing games is all about, and especially when you make YouTubes. I think to
The tower has been destroyed. This bodes well.
to make YouTube videos like this, I think you've got to enjoy the games you are playing. I think it comes across in the play. I mean, I've watched YouTubes and I've seen people making recordings of games, and you can tell that they're just making the game, playing the game, recording the game for the sake of making a recording to put up on their channel, that they don't really kind of like So, God, those guys are still hanging in there. So you mean I've got to go all the way over there to kill them? So I think we're just get rid of this tower, get into the circle, idiots. And I think we're just cool. It's a bit of a pain in the neck, just 'cause this is going to cost me a lot of troops, a lot more troops than.
The victory point will soon be under our control.
Yep. Actually, I think one of you guys can just get in the victory point. That might actually break their morale. I think you guys have done enough. I think you can come up here now. I'm not going to go over and take that tower. I think 3 sword units is more than enough to... I think these guys might have glitched out actually. Oh no, they're not. So, as you can see, we've got 66 men left, and I'm probably going to lose 66 men just to do it, but c'est la vie. So why won't it let me... Yep. Go on, guys. Oh, because it's the tower symbol there. And we'll just let these guys come in and kill the last of these units. Better stop before I... So yeah, probably 381 losses, but I think we've got 3 armies pushing on the Duchy of Provence, and as I said, it's a little bit of a silly battle there. I mean, but that's how you learn to fight battles, guys. And I'll be honest, it's, you know, if you don't practice, and especially on the simpler battles when you've got time to make mistakes, I think we're just going to bring you up to here. I think we'll just keep bringing all of them forward. I mean, just going to do that. See, we've got another muster hall here, I think, and we've got the ubiquitous blacksmith. So I think we might be able to. Never. I mean, these guys, their armor's so small that I don't think it's really worth spending the money, but it's certainly going to be worth spending the money on these guys and these guys, especially my swordsman.
Ready for battle.
Certainly going to upgrade these guys, and you.
Ready for orders.
And you can just recover, and
Ready for battle.
so you're up to strength,
My lord.
you're up to strength, you're up to strength, you're up to strength, and we now have what you could say is the beginning of an interesting battle, but I think
Ready for orders.
we're just bringing you up here like that.
Further orders. Ready for battle.
Can we hit this guy? Harass army.
Enemy must never know rest.
I mean, critical success.
My victories are for you,
So
my
we've
lord.
damaged these.
How may
I think
say?
maybe we're. See if we can start a fire in the settlement.
Distraction.
Success. So
I have carried out your orders.
that will. Nice is destroyed, which will give them problems. I think we're gifted estate. What's the food consumption here is good, so we can. So that gives me 180 agriculture. Gives me growth. Don't think we really need growth. I think we'll go with that. I think, and I think we'll leave this space vacant at the moment, and I don't think we need that anymore. So I think that can go. We've kind of got the benefit from Muster Hall, Manor Farm, Manorial Court, Fishing Port. I think we've got the benefit from this for our armies, and we've spent all the cash, all our cash. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. We're now pushing up here. I think we're lining up for a potential battle in here, and we're going to be up kind of butting horns with the Lombardy, and so that could be interesting. In fact, it will be interesting. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. So like and subscribe. Pass any comments. I mean, if you thought I was wasting my time fighting that battle, or do you agree with my opinion on that? You know, you've got to practice the simpler battles to learn to be able to fight the good battles, not just be hanging on to grim death. So on that note, all I can say is the best philosophy of all is enjoy your gaming. Play what you really like. Don't give a monkeys about anybody else. You know, to play the games that you want to like, you enjoy. So on that note, that's it.